Welcome. In this presentation, we'll see about Huntington-Chorea disease. This is genetic disease which is characterized by nucleotide repeats. Huntington's chorea disease or Huntington's disease or HD is a terminal neurodegenerative disorder that affects cognitive, motor and behavioral functioning of a person. This disease was first described by Huntington in 1872 based on a study in East Hampton, Long Island. His study was spanning over 50 years and he described the features of this disease based on people living in that island. Coming to the statistics, about 30,000 Americans have HD and 150,000 more are at risk of inheriting the disease from a parent. About 50% of the offspring have the chance of inheriting this particular disease. Coming to the onset and severity of the disease, it is indicated by the number of CAG repeats in the chromosome 4. High numbers of repeats are correlated with early onset and severity of the disease. Coming to the expression of this disease, it is typically indicated by the declining ability to emotionally regulate, organize their thoughts and spaces, and navigate complex decisions. The first visual symptom of this disease is chorea. Chorea is uncontrollable, jerky, dance-like movement where the person doesn't have control over it. Individuals displaying choric movement may appear to have a tic or twitch or appear intoxicated due to progressive loss of voluntary movements. Eventually, this chorea leads to significant effect on individuals' metabolic rate and thereby weight loss, which occurs in the later stages of this disease. Individuals suffering from HD grow increasingly less able to verbalize their thoughts. They are able to think, but they are not able to express. One of the greatest challenges identified with the patients, family members, and the caretakers who take care of HD patients is that the changes in cognition and continuously diminishing ability to communicate by the HD patient is difficult to manage. This slide shows the progression of HD. In the beginning, the person is normal, and by the age of 40 or so, the disease starts expressing. The beginning, the functional status is fine, and after that, there is a change in the behavior. First, it starts with chorea, and the other aspects are declining after a particular time. In the same time, there is manifestation of behavioral, cognitive, and motor changes taking place in the body. The HD symptoms are classified under four major categories: motor symptoms, cognitive symptoms, psychiatric symptoms, and functional symptoms, which influence these three categories of symptoms. The motor symptoms includes chorea, which is your jerky movement, dystonia, where your muscles are weakened and they are not able to move it freely. They have eye movement problem, and the gait or balance is modified. They are not able to stand straight and their hands and legs are slightly curved or turned so that their balance is lost. Rigidity of bradykinesia is also part of the disease where you have the muscles and body parts which become stiff so they are not able to move easily. Dysphagia or abnormal eating behavior also sets in. This slide shows the symptoms which are observed in Huntington's chorea disease. So in this man we can see his limbs, that is arms are affected. His facial movement is also modified. In the woman we have both arms and legs affected where it is turned and rigidity and other aspects are observed. When we take the CT scan of a person, there is a variation in the brain structure because of disturbance of neurological cells. This also exhibits dominant inheritance, so each generation is affected, there is no skipping of generation. The cognitive symptoms of this particular disease condition are executive dysfunction, that is, they are not able to execute what they think, and the concentration and attention are also affected. Because of these variations, multitasking is a major problem in these people, and they are also prone to visuospatial dysfunction and memory problems. Coming to psychiatric symptoms that we observe in these patients, it includes depression, anxiety, obsessions, hallucination. Hallucination is the capacity to imagine which is not existing. Then they have apathy, that is no interest in many things. Then they also have a tendency towards suicidality because of psychological problems that they are exposed to. The functional symptoms which are influenced by the employment, family obligations, social activities and others, because if when they are affected they are not able to do work, so their employment is affected. Family members, not only the affected member, even the family members have to spend more time in giving care for this person, and this person cannot involve in any social activities that easily. Coming to the treatment of the disease, it focuses on the reduction of symptoms, and proactive awareness and management is more concentrated. And it's only a palliative care, and there is no treatment as such. It's only management for a genetic disease and not treatment much. Associated psychiatric problems such as depression, anxiety, mania and others are treated using the drugs. So we can take medications or psychotherapy or both in combination so that the symptoms can be brought down. Overall, the treatment for HT depends on the type of motor symptoms, behavioral symptoms, cognitive symptoms, and psychiatric symptoms that the patient displays. According to the symptoms displayed, the treatment is adjusted so that maximal management of the patient is made possible. Coming to the genetics of HT, the gene was first described in 1993 and it was mapped to chromosome 4, which encoded a protein called huntingtin. This particular gene was supposed to carry an expanded CAG repeat in exon 1, which causes the disease when mutated. Higher the CAG repeat length, then the disease occurs earlier, and the severity of the disease is also more. This is a picture of a human karyotype where it is showing the 23 pairs of chromosome, 22 pairs of autosomal chromosome which are looking similar, and the last category, the 23rd pair, is allosome, which is a sex chromosome where we have a longer X chromosome and smaller Y chromosome. X chromosome carries most of the function, whereas Y chromosome is mainly involved with secondary sexual characteristics. Coming to the particular disease, HT disease, the gene has been located to 4th chromosome. The exact position is shown in this slide, where the HT gene is located to P arm or the short arm of the chromosome, and the band is 16.3. It is a very large gene which consists of 1,69,280 base pairs, and it produces mRNA which consists of 67 exons, which is a very big mRNA. The number of repeats is correlated with the disease condition. The number, if it is retained within 9 to 26, then the person remains normal, no risk of the disease or transmittance to their offspring. When the number increases from 27 to 35, it is an intermediate condition where there is no risk for the disease, but a small risk can be there to the children or the offspring. When we have 36 to 39 repeats of CAG, we have reduced penetrance and the person might develop HT, and you have 50% risk of the children to develop this particular disease condition. And the last category is for 40 plus condition where the repeat is very high, then full penetrance of the disease takes place and the person develops Huntington's chorea disease, and 50% risk is always there for the children. This is autosomal dominant disease where when one copy of the affected gene is sufficient to cause the disease, there is no carrier status in this disease, and each parent has a 50% chance to pass it to the child. So this slide shows the different inheritance pattern that is usually seen in the case of human genetic diseases. We have autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive and X-linked recessive. In autosomal dominant inheritance, the disease usually expresses in each generation. There is no skipping of generation, whereas autosomal recessive exhibits skipping of generation where one generation might not be affected but it can occur in later generations. In X-linked recessive disorder, the disease exhibits a zigzag pattern of inheritance where it goes from males to female, female to males, like that. So this particular disease which is under consideration, that is Huntington's chorea, exhibits autosomal dominant inheritance, and so each generation the members are affected. The mRNA which I told, which consists of 67 exons, codes for a protein which is very big, consisting of 3144 amino acids, and this protein is called as Huntingtin. And in this mRNA, if you take it codes for proteins which has amino acids, and from 197 to 265 we have 23 repeats of amino acid called glutamine. This glutamine, if it is going to increase in number, then it causes the disease condition. Coming to the pathology, exact function of the normal hunting protein is unknown, whereas accumulation of this abnormal protein is believed to cause neurological changes, and excess of mutated protein interferes with neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters help in transmitting the neural signals from one part of the body to another part of the body so that the body is able to execute the function. In this condition, since the neurotransmitters are interfered by the abnormal Huntington protein, the passage of signals is interrupted, and so we have neurodegenerative disorder condition. These are the references which I have used for this presentation. Thank you.